Jai Swaminarayan all of you. I hope all of you are in best of your health and taking care of yourself and your family members too. In this situation, we have to continue our study on this virtual platform, and many congratulations to all of you that you are in now next grade 10. In previous grade 6, 7, 8, 9, you began your exploration of the world of real numbers and encountered different numbers, that is whole numbers, natural numbers, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. So we continue our discussion on real numbers in this chapter, right? We began with two very important properties, that is Euclid's division algorithm and fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Euclid's division algorithm, as name itself suggests, has to do with the divisibility property of integers. It says any positive integer a can be divided by another positive integer b in such a way that it leaves a remainder r, which is smaller than b. As this result is quite easy to state and understand, it has many applications related to this divisibility property of integers, but we touch upon a few of them and we use it mainly to compute the LCF of two positive integers. So Euclid's division algorithm, this statement is the Euclid's division lemma, and the whole process is called Euclid's division algorithm. So we will use here the Euclid's division algorithm to find the LCF of two positive integers. So let's take one example and understand how to find the LCF of two numbers. So here is the two numbers 135 and 225. Among them, greater one is the A and the smaller one taken as B. So let's start with the Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma is equals to A equals to B cube plus R, where greater number A is the 225. So 225 is equals to, when 225 is divided by 135, when 225 is divided by 135, then 135 1 ja 135 and 135 2 ja 270, which exceeds the 225. So we have to go for the 1. So 135 1 ja 135 and plus remainder is 90. Again in this step, as remainder is not equals to 0, so we have to again apply the Euclid's division lemma to next step. And for that, 135 is the greater number A, and this remainder becomes now divisor for this 135. So again 90 1 ja 90 and remainder 45. Again also in this step, 45 remainder is not equals to 0, then we have to apply again Euclid's division lemma for these two numbers. In that 90 is the greater number and 45 becomes the divisor. So 45 now 2 ja 90 and remainder 0. Once you get the remainder 0, in that step divisor is the HCF of two numbers. Once you get the remainder 0, in that step divisor is the HCF of two given numbers. So answer here is HCF of these two numbers 135 and 225 is equals to 45. Let's take another example to make it clear again. Again the two numbers are 867 and 255. Find the HCF using Euclid's division lemma, right? So again Euclid's division lemma, A equals to B cube plus R. Again A is the greater number and B is the smaller number. So let's start. 867 is now divided by 255. Keep in mind that tell a table of 255. So 255 3 ja, that is 765, and 255 4 ja, that is 1020, which exceeds 867. So we have to go for 255 3 ja. So 255 3 ja is nothing but the 765. So what should be the remainder? Remainder 867 minus 765. So remainder is 102. So again the remainder is not equals to 0, then we have to apply Euclid's division lemma for two numbers again. In that step 255 is the greater number now and 102 remainder is again the divisor. So again 102 1 ja 102, 102 2 ja, that is 204, and 102 3 ja, that is 306, which exceeds the number 255. So we have to take 2. So 102 2 ja, that is 204, and 255 minus 204 is equals to 51. So 51 again is not equals to 0. So remainder is not equals to 0. We have to apply Euclid's division lemma for the next step again. And for that the number is 102 and 51 is the divisor now. So 51 2s are 102 and remainder 0. So once you get the remainder 0, in that step divisor is the HCF of two numbers. So 51 is the HCF of two numbers. So answer is now HCF of 867 and 255 is equals to 51. This is how we can find the HCF of two positive integers using Euclid's division lemma. This statement is Euclid's division lemma, and the whole process is nothing but the Euclid's division algorithm. So the next question is, so that any positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, where q is some positive integer. So let's start with A, which is any positive odd integer. A is some positive odd integer with B is equals to 4, because we want to prove it in the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. So A is some positive odd integer with B equals to 4, and applying Euclid's division lemma. Applying Euclid's division lemma, we know that the remainder is 0 less than or equals to r less than B. So remainder is 0 less than or equals to r less than 4. So according to B equals to 4, we will have a different value of remainder, 0 less than or equals to r less than 4. So r can be 0, 1, 2 or 3, because less than 0 only, less than 4. So it can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Euclid's division lemma, A equals to BQ plus R. A equals to BQ plus R. Now we have B equals to 4 and R equals to 0, 1, 2, 3. So we will have 4 different type of numbers, that is 4q plus 0, where A is equals to 4q plus 1, where A is equals to 4q plus 2, and where A is equals to 4q plus 3. According to different values of remainder 0, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 different type of odd numbers. A equals to 4q plus 0, 4q plus 1, 4q plus 2, 4q plus 3. But since A is some positive odd integer, so it cannot be 4q or 4q plus 2, because this 4q is a multiple of 2, and multiple of 2 is always an even number, but here A is the odd number. So any positive odd integer should be compulsory of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, because this 4q and 4q plus 2 are even numbers. Got it, everyone? In this case now, so that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5, where q is some positive integer. This is also the similar case like this question, but here the 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5. So let's start with A is some positive odd integer. A is some positive odd integer with B equals to now 6, because we want to prove it in the form of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5. As B equals to 6, 0 less than or equals to B less than 0 less than or equals to R less than B in the Euclid's division lemma. 0 less than or equals to r less than 6. Now according to that, r has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 6 different values of the remainder 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's apply Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma. A equals to BQ plus R. A equals to BQ plus R, where we have B equals to 6 and R has 6 different values. So A is equals to 6 cube plus 0, or A is equals to 6 cube plus 1. A is equals to 6 cube plus 2. Again A is equals to 6 cube plus 3. Again A is equals to 6 cube plus 4. And A is equals to 6 cube plus 5. 6 different type of odd numbers. As since A is some positive odd integers again, but the 6 cube also again it is a multiple of 2. It has a 2 as a factor. So this 6 cube is an even number. 6 cube plus 2 also an even number. 6 cube plus 4 also an even number. So A, which is some positive odd integer, should be compulsory of the form 6 cube plus 1, 6 cube plus 3 or 6 cube plus 5. According to the question, we have to take the B value of B. In this case, we have taken 6. In this case, we have taken 4. Also, it can be as 2q plus 1. Then we have to take B equals to 2. It can be 8q plus 1, 8q plus 3, 8q plus 5 or 8q plus 7. Then in that case, we have to take B equals to 8. According to that, we have different values of remainder and the odd numbers. In that, half is the even number and remaining are the odd numbers. Getting everyone? Let's move to the next question. That is, so that the square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1, where a is some positive, m is some positive integer. Clearly read it twice and understand what is asked here, that is square of any positive integer. In previous two questions, this is any positive odd integer or even integer. Here no odd, no even, only any positive integer. In this type of question, any positive integer is of the form always 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Any positive integer, then it is always any positive integer is of the form always, that is 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. When it is asked any positive integer, no odd, no even, then in this type of question always any positive integer is of the form 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Now the question is the square of this positive integer is of the form 3m, 3m plus 1, where m is some positive integer. Now we have three cases, three type of positive integers, so we have to do case wise. So first case 1, that is a equals to 3q now, and the square of any positive integer, then squaring on both the sides. So 3q square is equals to 9q square, and this 9q square can be written as 3 into 3q square. So now it is of the form 3m, where m is equals to 3q square, right? So a is equals to 3q, that is the first case. Squaring on both the sides, 3q the whole square, 9q square, but we want to show it in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. So 3 common from the 9, then remaining 3q square. This 3q square taken as m, so it is now in the form of 3m. Let's move for the next case, that is case 2. So a is equals to 3q plus 1. Squaring on both the sides now, a square is equals to 3q plus 1 the whole square. A plus b the whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square expansion. So a square is equals to 9q square plus 2 into ab, 6q plus 1. right? Again, the square of any positive integer should be of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. We can clearly observe that here we have plus 1. So a square is equals to 3 common from these two numbers and remaining 3q square plus 2q now and plus 1. So it is now in the form of 3m plus 1 where m is equals to 3q square plus 2q. Got it everyone? And the next case again, case number 3. A is equals to 3q plus 2. Again squaring on both the sides, so 3q plus 2 the whole square. So again a plus b the whole square, that is a square 9q square plus 2 into a into b, that is 2 3s are 6 2s are 12q plus 4. Again the square of any positive integer should be of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. So this 4 can be written as 3 plus 1. So a square is equals to 9q square plus 12q plus 3 plus 1. Now we have plus 1, then the remaining should be in the form of 3m. Then after it becomes 3m plus 1. So let's take common 3. So a square is equals to 3, that is 3q square plus 4q plus 1 plus 1. 3 common from this 9q square, 12q and plus 3. So now it is in the form of a square is equals to 3m plus 1. So where m is equals to 3q square plus 4q plus 1. So any positive integer which is 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2, and the square of it, the square of any positive integer is of the form now 3m or 3m plus 1. So you will write here answer. So any positive, square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. Similarly, the cube of any positive integer can be 9m, 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Any cube of any positive integer which is 3q, 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2, and the cube of 8 is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1, 9m plus 8. We can prove it. Thank you everyone. I hope all of you this is all. Okay. I hope all of you understood this Euclid's division lemma, and this Euclid's division lemma used to compute the HCF of two positive integers, and this is two theoretical questions which we have proved that the square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. Cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1, 9m plus 8. Thank you everyone.